Está tomando fotos, mira.
Tu mês?
Well, this story happened to me last year. Actually, it was last day of school. Remember it was, well, I don't remember if it was Wednesday, but yeah, it was the last day of school. Well, a little background, my mom's family is from Monterrey. So every year, 2 or 3 times per year, all my families gather together to Christmas, end of summer, just for vacation, whatever. So my brother last year came to my house, like for the end of the summer. My grandfather's makes a dinner for all my family members. So my brother came. He prefers to stay with me always because he wants to he likes to hang out with me, and if he goes to stay with my grandparents don't allow him to be late at night or whatever. If he wants to stay with my grandfathers, he needs to call them to I already arrived, I'm okay. So he wants to avoid that, so he always stayed with me. So on Wednesday, I think it was last day of school last year, we hanged out. So next day, I took him to the airport because he was leaving. And by that time, I have a cleaning lady, her name was Vicky. So she usually never makes me breakfast. So one day after I took my brother to the airport, I arrived to my house after going to the gym, and I found her making breakfast. And it was so strange because she never makes breakfast unless I told her to do. So I thought maybe she was doing breakfast for herself, but it was so strange because I have never seen her eating breakfast at my house. So when I arrived, I asked her what was she doing, and she told me, I'm making breakfast, do you want? And I was shocked because she asked me if I want to, and if you're asking me if I want breakfast, to who are you making breakfast? And she told me, I'm making breakfast to your brother. And I was like, my brother is not here anymore. Yesterday, he went to Culiacan. And she told me, no, that's impossible. He is in your room playing video games. And I was like, okay. I entered to my room, and definitely, well, it was a clean-up room, but the video games controls were not in their place. So definitely someone was there, but I told her, come, there's nobody here. And she stopped making the breakfast. She arrived to my room, and suddenly we stopped, we looked at each other, nobody said nothing, and we just continued doing our stuff. And when I was eating, I was thinking, how could she saw my brother? It's impossible, there's no way. I thought she was really, really crazy. And passing the hours, I asked her if she remembered what was he wearing. And she told me he was wearing, my brother is passionate, he likes football, soccer. So he always have jerseys of all the European teams. So she remembered, she told me he was wearing a football jersey. And I called my brother, at that time it was like 12 after taking breakfast. And I asked him what was he wearing. And definitely he was wearing a football jersey. So I didn't say nothing to her, but she didn't come again. She left my house. She never came after that. So what I think is there's have been some rumors that some people are in the same place, in a two different places at the same time. So I was really, really scared how she could see my brother with the same clothes at the same time in two different places. So that's kind of creepy.
Can I ask you a question? Did the cleaning or the cook lady say that your brother told her to make breakfast? Or?
Yeah.
I mean, did she talk to him?
Yeah. I forgot to mention that she told me my brother asked her to make him breakfast, but my brother wasn't in Monterrey. He was at Culiacan.
Did you talk to your brother?